artist, no? Artist. Dòng tông đồ cầu nguyện cho gọi Thánh Tâm Chúa Giêsu. That's right. Then we shorten that one, we miss the nature. That's why better we get the name ROGATE. Meaningful. Somehow we may say that trong tông đồ cầu nguyện, what's tông đồ cầu nguyện? That's the problem also. If trong tông đồ cầu nguyện is like contemplative life, the congregation only for prayer. Contemplative life. That's why you have to explain well when you go to somewhere else. You can explain that trong tông đồ cầu nguyện, trong tông đồ. You cannot say trong tông đồ. For us, we can understand why. But for the people, we cannot. They cannot understand. Difficult. And that's why we lessen the nature of the nature of the name. And the name is attached to the nature of the congregation.
The prayer.
The prayer from the heart of Jesus. No, that's very important.
Difficult to translate.
That's why we from the beginning we have to get name ROGATE.
That's why now they shorten.
They shorten it.
For us, shorter because
tông đồ ơn gọi hoặc là tông đồ ơn gọi. They shorten.
It is for the sake of the name because of the government. The government will not get the wrong name. That's why they require the government. Why we need to shorten it? In order to remember, in order to write the document easier. Not because of us, because of the government, kind of government. The requirement. Because if we say like that's also the problem. Why we have less vocation? Because it's written there trong tông đồ cầu nguyện cho ân gọi. It's like tông đồ cầu nguyện. It's like kind of contemplative life. And the Vietnamese people they don't lie in the contemplative life.
Yeah, that's difficult.
They love the active one. They love the active congregation. That's why somehow it's a little bit misunderstood about it. So once we go for the vocation promotion, we have to explain well why we shorten the name and why we bear this name, and why we have the name ROGATE, Rogationist. That's why Rogationist cannot be. We have to say Rogationist of the heart of Jesus, because the people they know already, so we can say shortly, Rogationist, RCJ. That's the meaning. That's the meaning.
Why is long?
You see, you are now, you know now, no?
Itu Basil, Basil.
Already.
Sengaja lagi.
It's not easy. And in English also we don't have rogationist. Only rogation. Rogation is a prayer during the night.
ROGATE.
ROGATE bahasa Inggris.
ROGATE is a complete name in Latin.
But my parents also very difficult to say rogationist. Easy for them. ROGATE.
Yeah, maybe people here difficult to say rogationist.
Very difficult.
ROGATE.
Yeah.
ROGATE better, no?
The simple one is ROGATE.
Difficult for them to
I think rogationist only for us.
But the problem of the Vietnamese, communists, ROGATE they will not accept. The government they will not accept the ROGATE. And we call it the Vietnamese translation. So in Vietnamese translation, first of all, like dòng tông đồ cầu nguyện cho gọi Thánh Tâm Chúa Giêsu, it's very long. So they cut it short. Dòng tông đồ cầu nguyện cho ân gọi. It's still long, but it's applicable for the government already. And we try also to make it shorter. Là dòng ân gọi đây đấy. Dòng ân gọi. If dòng ân gọi like congregation of the vocation, we attach ourselves with the vocationist.
Yeah, vocationist.
So that's something wrong also there, no? Because we have vocationists there, no, in our Ribang.
I think like the vocationist also, but only vocation. Vocationist.
Dòng ân gọi thì lại đụng đến với vocationist.
Yeah, vocationist.
But they are not for vocation.
Huh?
Vocation is not for the
Vocation.
Yes. Their
Priestly vocation only, right?
I think